In the last lecture, we have seen inverting amplifier, op-amp inverting amplifier, and we solved some problems based on the formula of gain of inverting amplifier, right? Minus RF upon RI. That we have seen. Voltage gain ACL is given by minus RF upon RI, where RF is feedback resistor, RI is input resistor. And different types of problems we solved last time. Now we will see non-inverting amplifier and its modification, voltage follower circuit. So last time we have seen that when input is connected to inverting terminal, suppose input is connected here, input means voltage source, input voltage source is connected to the inverting terminal, then it will be inverting amplifier, right? But if now we are shifting this input to non-inverting terminal, this terminal, plus terminal, right? So that will be your non-inverting amplifier. Okay, and we have seen that last time when we connect input here, your output will be inverted form of input, right? Input is inverted there. But for non-inverting amplifier, no inversion takes place. So whatever input we are providing, so your AC input will have same AC output, same phase. So this is input. So your output will be amplified voltage with same polarity, right? So you can draw here. So this will be output waveform for AC, input and output. So this is output which is amplified, okay? But same phase, their starting point is same, ending point is same, right? For one waveform. So such kind of waveform we are getting for non-inverting amplifier, okay? So if we wish to have an output signal of the same polarity as the input signal, in that case we use this non-inverting amplifier. So for AC, same phase output we are getting. For DC, same sign output we are getting. Output will be having same sign, right? Plus to minus, minus to plus nahi hoga. If we are providing positive input, we will get positive output. If we are providing negative input, we will get negative output, right? So same sign we are getting. So let us see how, what is the formula for gain ACL we have to calculate for this circuit. So observe the circuit. Again, there is one resistor, input resistor, RI, feedback resistor, RF. Feedback resistor is connected in between input and output, right? So input we are not providing physically to inverting terminal, but input is we are providing at non-inverting terminal. But last time we have seen what is virtual ground concept. So the potential at these two terminals, inverting and non-inverting terminal, they are same, right? By virtual ground because of high input impedance. Z in is very high here. So virtually no current flows between these two terminals. So both these terminals, we can say that they are at common potential, same potential. So whatever potential is here at non-inverting terminal, we are getting same potential here at the inverting terminal, right? So earlier it was connected to ground. So at point A, we were getting 0 volt. But now you are connecting your input to this point, right? So what is the voltage at this point? V in. So the voltage at this point is V in, right? So that's why the voltage at point A by virtual ground concept is A. Vin. Va equal to Vin by virtual ground. Though it is not ground, the concept is called as virtual ground concept. Same potential, you can say. Ground is nothing but it is not zero always, right? Same potential points are also called as ground. So this is Vin at this A point, right? By taking this clue, we are proceeding further, right? So what is the voltage here at this point? It is connected to ground line, that is zero line. Okay, negative of any power supply, it is connected to 0 volt. So here we are getting 0 volt. So 0 volt minus VA. This will be the potential across this RI, right? So if you see the current flowing through this input resistor II, so that II will be equal to IF, like the previous derivation for inverting amplifier we have seen, II equal to IF, right? From this point we started. So 0 volt minus VA, which is the voltage at this point, right? And that is nothing but Vin, divided by what? This input resistor Ri. So that will give you current II, that is input current, right? Voltage divided by resistor, potential difference divided by resistor, but that will give you current, equal to, now write the equation for IF. Now for IF, resistor is RF, right below RF. Now which potential difference we have to take? VA minus Vout, right? These are the two voltages. These are the endpoints of RF. So at one end, VA is there. At other end, Vout is there. So the potential difference is VA minus Vout divided by RF will give you IF, that is feedback resistance. Okay. Now solve this. VA is what? Substitute VA equal to Vin as VA equal to Vin. We have written here. Substitute that. 0 volt will be 0 only. So minus Vin will be first term divided by Ri, equal to, again Vin minus Vout divided by Rf. Okay. Now there are two terms which contains Vin, right? So we can collect this term and solve further, right? So we have to bring it together and see what we are getting. So what we can do, we can take this RF to other side, cross multiplication. So what we will get? Minus RF upon Ri into Vin. I have clubbed this minus with this RF upon Ri. Okay. Equal to what? What will remain here? Vin minus Vout. Now you can see there are two minus signs here, one on right hand side, one on left hand side. So we can shift them to change their sign, right? Take this minus Vout here and take this minus RF upon Ri into Vin on the other side. Just a reshuffling. So Vout equal to Vin as it is, plus, because this will become plus RF upon Ri into Vin. Now we have clubbed together this Vin terms. We can take now Vin common, right? So if I take Vin common, what will remain in the bracket? Yes. क्या बचेगा यहाँ? 1 plus and this bracket, ratio of RF and Ri, right? Now take this V in is multiplied to this bracket, right? So take this V into other side so that it will go to denominator, because here it is in numerator. So cross multiplication we will have. So V out upon V in equal to this bracket 1 plus Rf upon Ri. And what is left hand side quantity? V out upon V in is nothing but gain, closed loop gain. Why it is called as closed loop? Because we have feedback resistor. Okay, so ACL equal to 1 plus Rf upon Ri. This equation we got. So if you know values of Rf and Ri, you can calculate gain. For example, if Rf equal to 10k, Ri equal to 1k ohm, right? What will be ACL? Yes, substitute here 10k upon 1k, 1 plus 10k upon 1k, k will be cancelled. So 1 plus 10, that is 11. So ACL will be 11. Gain of this non-inverting terminal is 11. Okay, and there is no sign change here because there is no negative term. Gain is positive only, right? And their Rf and Ri will never be negative, right? So the gain of non-inverting amplifier is always positive, whereas gain of inverting terminal, what was the equation? Minus Rf upon Rf. So there we got negative sign. Because of this negative sign, there we got inversion, phase inversion of the input. But as here we can see there is no minus sign. So there is no phase inversion, there is no sign change in case of DC voltage. Understood? So this is the working of non-inverting amplifier and its gain. So we will solve some problems based on this. Now we can change or we can remove the resistors here. What circuit we are getting? If we remove the resistor, this is minus terminal, plus terminal, input is connected to plus terminal. This is VI or VE. No resistor directly to the ground. In feedback, no resistor directly to output terminal. So this circuit is called as voltage follower. So this is modification of non-inverting amplifier. Voltage follower is the modification. What we have done? We have removed resistors, RF and RI resistors, right? Now in that case, what will be the equation of gain now? This V in again comes here, right? Same voltage due to virtual ground concept. Here we have V out, right? There is no resistor only. Same current flows, II and IF, right? So same input we are getting, no resistor only. So input equal to output. So what output we are getting? Same as the input. That's why it is called as voltage follower. Output follows input. That's why voltage follows. Output voltage follows input voltage. Okay. And if we take gain formula, so what is our gain formula? 1 plus Rf upon Ri. If there is no Rf, there is no Ri, then this term will be removed. What will be the gain then? 1. If gain is 1, that means your equation V out upon V in equal to ACL. ACL is 1. So V out will be equal to VE. Multiply by 1, that means VE. So we are getting same output as the input. Okay. So if you provide here 1 volt, we are also getting output 1 volt. Then what is the use of this circuit? It is not amplifier, right? It is voltage follower. But we have advantages, other advantages of op-amp. Which are they? High input impedance. Because of high input impedance, any circuit we can connect at the input of op-amp. And other characteristics is very low output impedance. Because of very low output impedance, any other circuit we can connect here at the output, which will not load this op-amp or this previous circuit. So in a way, this is just connector, because it is not changing any voltage, not changing any sign. So whatever voltage of circuit 1 will be given to circuit 2 without any sign change. But added advantages is loading effect is avoided. Loading effect is avoided. So there will be not any mismatching of impedance. When we connect any two circuits, matching of impedance is very necessary. Otherwise, it can damage due to excessive current. Circuit may damage due to excessive current. So that will be avoided with the help of this voltage follower circuit. It is also called as buffer, right? You might have heard this general word buffer. Buffer is the connector between any two devices or anything, right? That can avoid loading effect. So this is very important circuit in electronics. Okay. So in analog electronics, we use this op-amp circuit as a buffer. Okay, as a connector. In simple word, as a connector. So that portion we covered. This is voltage follow, right? Gain is 1. Okay. So the closed loop voltage gain of voltage follower is 1. The most important feature of the voltage follower configuration are its very high input impedance and very low output impedance. These features make it nearly ideal buffer amplifier. So it is not amplifier actually, it is called buffer. To be connected between high impedance source and low impedance loads. So if there is any low impedance circuit here at the output and high impedance source here at the input, then this circuit is used to connect these two inputs, these two circuits. Okay. So this is called as buffer. I hope the point is clear. Now we will solve problem. Is there any disturbances because bandwidth internet is not so strong? Anybody can speak? Are you getting it clear? Or type in the chat box. Okay. Thank you, Sujit. Now, first problem. Read the problem. Take pen and paper. Small problems can be asked in the exam. Okay. Next week you will have your first test. Up to non-inverting amplifier you will have in the first test. Okay. So 2 PDFs I already uploaded. Some assignments I have given to you. Now you are not small kids that every everything. Yeah, I have to push you, do the assignment and all. If it is uploaded, you have to solve it. That will be your practice for your exam. Okay. If you upload it on back on the Google Classroom, I can check and tell you what mistakes you have done or whether it is correct or not. Okay. First is calculate the output voltage. So we have to calculate output voltage from the non-inverting amplifier. Now, sometimes it is not given whether it is inverting amplifier or non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so you have to identify where the input is connected, whether to the non-inverting terminal or inverting terminal. Okay, here it is given. Then you have to apply proper formula, because gain of both the amplifier, they are different. For non-inverting, it is 1 plus Rf upon Ri. Okay, and input is given. Input कितना है? 120 microvolt. So whenever there is millivolt, microvolt, so proper 10 to the power you have to add there. Otherwise, it will give you wrong answer. Okay, micro means 10 to minus 6. That also we have to substitute. Now we want to calculate first gain. If you know gain, if you know input, we can calculate output, right? But first we should calculate gain. So gain formula is 1 plus Rf upon Ri. What is value of Rf? 240 kilo ohm. What is value of Ri? Input resistor 2.4 kilo ohm. Substitute here. So ACL gain equal to 1 plus Rf is 240 kilo ohm. Ri is 2.4 kilo ohm. This kilo will be cancelled. Solve this. It will be 2400 divided by 24. So 1 plus 100. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So gain will be 101. Okay. So once you calculated gain, it's easy to calculate output, because V out upon V in equal to gain. If you know gain, if you know V in, calculate V out. So gain into V in will be V out. Substitute gain into V in is 120 microvolt. Now here, if you don't use this microvolt, just put it as it is, that is also okay. But if there is a big quantity, you can absorb this micro, that is 10 raised to power minus 6 in this calculation. So solve this. 101 multiplied by 120. What is the value? Please tell me. One two 120. So you can see there are 5 digits. So you can easily absorb this. So either we can write in volt or millivolt. Millivolt means 10 raised to power minus 3. I can absorb here. So 12.12 into 10 raised to power minus 3 volt. Minus 3 I have kept as it is, so that it will be decent. We don't need to write 0.00 something, right? So 10 raised to power minus 3 is milli. So convert micro to milli, right? Like this. Very easy calculations. So this is our answer. But if you substitute, if you don't substitute and write 12120 microvolt, that is also okay. But it is practice in general that convert it as simple as for the reader to read it. Okay, so 12.12 millivolt is readable instead of this one. Okay, That's the purpose only. That's why we convert it into different units. Okay, very simple problem. Let us see next problem. Now here input was given, output we calculated. In the second problem, what is given? This is the second problem. For the non-inverting amplifier circuit shown in this figure, find the output voltage for an input voltage of 1 volt and minus 1 volt. So there are two inputs given, okay, and RF and RI, they are given as 10K and 1K. So write the given values first. Okay, and calculate gain first. So ACL equal to 1 plus RF upon RI. So 1 plus 10K upon 1K. It will be 11. Gain is 11. Orally you can calculate. Very simple calculations. So once gain is there, you can take one by one the input. So input will be 1 volt first. So output will be, this is also orally you can calculate. Output will be gain multiplied by input. So gain is 11 multiplied by 1, 11 volt. And if your input is negative, that's why the problem is taken. If your input is other sign, then your output is also having same sign, right? Minus 11 volt, right? So 11 volt if your input is plus 1 volt. Minus 11 volt output if your input is minus 1 volt. That means whatever sign your input has, your output will have the same sign. Okay. So that is voltage follower. Oh, sorry, that is non-inverting amplifier. It is amplified with this gain. In case of voltage follower, no amplification is done. Okay. That's why this problem is taken just for sign change. There is no sign change. There is another example taken. AC waveform. AC input we are providing at the input. It is non-inverting input. This input is this waveform, where this peak to peak VPP, that means peak to peak voltage. What is peak to peak voltage here? This positive peak, this is peak, and negative peak. This comprises one cycle, right? So positive peak and negative peak, what is their voltage difference? That is V peak to peak voltage. So above 0, 1 volt, below 0, 1 volt, right? So 1 volt minus of minus 1 volt. So that will give you minus will become plus. 1 plus 1 is 2 volt. So V peak to peak is 2 volt, right? Now Ri is 1K, RF is 5K. So what will be the voltage gain? ACL will be 1 plus RF upon Ri. So 1 plus 5K upon 1K. So that will give you 6, right? So peak to peak input voltage, you know, 2 volt, right? V in peak to peak, 2 volt. Gain is 6 volt, 6. So 6 multiplied by 2 will be peak to peak output voltage, and that is 12 volt. So 12 volt, how we can draw? It is not asked to draw here, only find the bola, find peak to peak voltage. But as input is drawn over here, so output is also drawn. So it is amplified, that means 12 volt is above 0.6 volt and below 0.6 volt. Total 12 volt, right? So this is your output. Okay, so this way one of the style of example will be like this. AC peak to peak is given. Now, another kind of example. These are all solved examples. More examples I have uploaded already. For the non-inverting amplifier circuit, this is the circuit. Find closed loop voltage gain. That means ACL, where to calculate with the help of this formula. And maximum, second quantity is maximum operating frequency. So F max, where to calculate. So in slew rate we have seen, right? Because slew rate is given here. What is the F max formula? Anybody remember? Slew rate divided by what? 2 pi V peak, right? So this is the formula for maximum frequency. Slew rate is given, where to calculate V peak. Now, what is the difference between peak to peak voltage and V peak? These are different things. Okay. So I will draw again. This is V peak to peak. Voltage difference between two peaks. But V peak means maximum voltage of peak. Any peak, either this or this. So what is this? This is the half of V peak to peak. Okay. So V peak equal to किसका हाफ है ये? V peak to peak का हाफ, right? V peak equal to half of V peak to peak voltage, right? So once you calculate this peak to peak output voltage divided by 2, you will get V peak. Substitute that value here. Okay. So we have to start from gain, and gain require RF and RI, right? So RF is 100K. So your gain will be 1 plus 100K divided by 10K. So this will give you again 11. Yes, right. So 11. Gain is 11. Now we have to calculate V peak to peak output voltage. Right? So gain multiplied by V peak to peak input voltage. So V peak to peak input voltage is 1 volt. So gain is 11. So 11 multiplied by 1. So that will give you 11 volt. Right? So we get output voltage peak to peak 11 volt. From this formula, we have to calculate V peak. So that will be 11 volt divided by 2. So कितना आएगा? 5.5 volt. Now we can substitute all these in this formula, F max. So F max equal to, what is slew rate? It is given 0.5 volt per microsecond. Now here you have to take care because it is in microsecond. So you have to convert it into second, and it is in denominator divided by, right? So we have to take this microsecond below. So this will be micro means 10 raised to minus 6 in denominator, right? 0.5 as it is. और क्या है यहाँ 2 है, pi है, so substitute pi value and V peak is there. So V peak हमने कितना निकाला? 5.5. So substitute all the values here and calculate. Anybody can tell me or write in the chat box. ये 10 raised to power minus 6 ऊपर जाके plus 6 हो जाएगा. और यहाँ कितना आ रहा है? That will be hertz because it is frequency. कितना आ रहा है? फोर पॉइंट, okay, 14645. You have absorbed this ना, 10⁶ इसमें डाल दिया है.
यस मैम.
हाँ, तो ये निकालना पड़ेगा. ओके, ये आंसर सही है कि अंकिता ने लिखा वो सही है? एनीबडी एल्स कैलकुलेटेड? आपका क्या आया अंकिता?
14.47.
हाँ ठीक है अंकिता, चेक योर कैलकुलेशंस, वो कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. इट शुड बी 14 पॉइंट ना. तो इसको अगर हम किलो हर्ट्ज में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो 14.64 और 65 किलो हर्ट्ज, राइट. इसको राउंड अप कर दिया इन दोनों. So 14.65 kilohertz will be the answer. Let us check. Hmm. 14.47. तो थोड़ा इधर after decimal point somewhat different answer is there. Here 14.47 दिखाया है. Okay. तो सेम तो आना चाहिए था. Maybe sometimes we don't take all the digits after decimal. तो वो थोड़ा फर्क पड़ता है. Okay. Answer given is 14.47. So this way we have to calculate all this. So along with the gain, output voltage, क्या क्या quantities हम निकालते हैं? First thing is gain. What is the formula? 1 plus RF upon RI. Gain is ACL. Then second is output. Output निकालने का क्या formula है? Gain multiplied by input, right? And then we calculate F max. F max में आपको आउटपुट पिक टू पिक की जरूरत होती है, राइट. सो स्लीव रेट डिवाइडेड बाय 2 पाई वी पिक. सो वी पिक कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? वी आउटपुट पिक टू पिक निकालना पड़ेगा, राइट. सो दैट विल बी दिस वन, और उसको डिवाइड बाय 2 करना. सो दिस 3-4 formulas you have to remember. Let us see one more example is there. Yes. Determine the bandwidth. We have also solved some problems on bandwidth, right? There we need gain. Gain bandwidth product के formula GBW. क्या formula है? Gain multiplied by bandwidth. Gain bandwidth product. So gain multiplied by bandwidth. So if you know gain, if you know bandwidth, you can calculate GBW. So let us see, determine the bandwidth of, so bandwidth निकालना है हमें, bandwidth of this one, each amplifier. So amplifier is given. First amplifier, identify what is this first diagram, whether it is inverting or non-inverting, both the diagrams, and tell me first one क्या है, inverting है कि non-inverting है? Because you should first identify and then apply the formula. दोनों का formula different है. फर्स्ट डायग्राम क्या है? How to identify? Input is provided to which terminal, right? तो इनपुट कहाँ प्रोवाइड किया है? नॉन इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल को. So that's why this first diagram is non-inverting amplifier, right? And what is second diagram? See here, input is provided to which terminal? Inverting terminal. So second diagram is inverting amplifier, right? Right. So according to that, you have to apply the formula. Now, what is your problem? Both op-amps have an open loop voltage gain of 100 dB and a unity gain bandwidth of 3 megahertz. Now open loop voltage gain हमें जरूरत नहीं है. We don't need that. So don't see this figure. But unity gain bandwidth means what is given? GBW. It is also called as F unity. Unity gain bandwidth. Okay. So 3 megahertz it is given. And we have formula GBW, this one, equal to gain multiplied by bandwidth. Bandwidth we have to calculate. Gain we can calculate from this circuits, right? That's why we need to know which amplifier that is. So इसका formula क्या है? First diagram का ACL equal to non inverting है 1 plus RF upon RI. Okay, RF कितना है यहाँ? 220 किलो ओम. RI कितना है? 3.3 किलो ओम. Okay, kilo will be cancelled. Just calculate it. Anybody please? 220 divided by 3.3 और उसमें एक ऐड करो. कितना आ रहा है गेन? 67 point. Total answer is there. This one 67. Add
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 67.66. So I'm writing 67.67. Okay. So once you got gain, we can calculate bandwidth here, right? So इसका भी गेन निकालो. माइनस RF upon RI का 47 किलो ओम. सेकंड डायग्राम divided by 1 kilo. So 47 minus 47, right? Okay. Now we will solve here for first bandwidth. So bandwidth for first diagram equal to this GBW is what? 3 megahertz. Mega means 10 raised to power 10 raised to power plus 6 divided by this ACL. है ना? बैंडविड्थ का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? GBW divided by ACL, right? So हमारा GBW is 3 megahertz divided by this gain is this one. इसको कैलकुलेट करो. You can absorb this 10 raised to power मेगा का 10 raised to power 3 इसमें absorb करो और किलो हर्ट्ज में एक्सप्रेस करो. Tell me final answer for first diagram. Similarly for second diagram, calculate bandwidth. GBW will be same. With minus sign, we have to calculate. Express bandwidth in kilohertz.
44.33
44.33 किसका है?
मैम फर्स्ट वाले का
44.33 किलो हर्ट्ज, राइट। और इसका
माइनस 63.83
63.3. Anybody else got different?
मैम माइनस आएगा ना
हाँ माइनस आएगा, but bandwidth we generally take, it is difference between two frequencies, so we take mods, mod value.
ओके मैम
So it will be 63. Okay, that is right then. Ankita also got same answer, right? So this way we have to calculate any bandwidth or fmax, whatever is asked in the problem, along with this gains of both the inverting and non-inverting amplifier. Okay. So here, up to here, you will have your portion for test. ठीक है, हो गए होंगे अभी एग्जांपल्स। एक और है, ये तो वोल्टेज फॉलोअर का है। Let us just quickly go through. This shows the circuit of voltage follower. Find the closed loop voltage gain. So you know that closed loop voltage gain for voltage follower, it is 1 because there is no resistors there. And maximum operating frequency. So F max will be, slew rate is given. So slew rate is 0.5 per microsecond. So 10 raised to power minus 6 will be at the bottom. So into 2 pi है, 2 into 3.40 divided by gain. Gain is 1. No, sorry, gain, it is not gain, it is output, V peak, right? So V peak will be, V peak to peak output will be same as the input. So what is input? Here 6 volt peak to peak, right? So this is V peak to peak, but V peak will be half of this peak to peak voltage, right? So 6 divided by 2 equal to 3 volt. So we have to substitute here V peak value as 3 volt and solve. Just quickly calculate this. 10 raised to power 6 will be in upper, that means in numerator. कितना आ रहा है हर्ट्ज में बताओगे?
ट्वेंटी
26.54 kilohertz, right? It is kilohertz, no?
यस मैम
Okay, right. Anybody else got the answer? Yes, it is same, 26.54. So this way you have to solve the problems. No? So all the best. 26.53 kilohertz. So in the notes, summary is also given. So the formula of gain are given here. Non-inverting ka inverting voltage follower, right? This is inverting. In the next lecture, we will see after your exam summing amplifier. Okay. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर किसका है?
मंदार सर का।
मैं भूल जाती हूँ हर बार। You can take your break.